Hello everyone, I am Kimberly and I have the pleasure to present to you on the topic, the new misogyny of science and the woman in revolution. For this presentation, I will be focusing on the articles of three esteemed female authors, namely Sandy Feinstein, Kathy Hamptons, and Kirk D. Reed. In particular, I will be discussing a thesis that they all shared in their respective articles. That the body used to change the definition of one's identity and the classification of the work one produces. For Feinstein, the traditional division between the chemistry and alchemy are drawn along the lines of gendered bodies. For Hampton, women who tell stories about their own physical experience are met with two contradictory reactions: celebrations of their heroic truth-telling and doubt about their expertise and authority. And Reed wrote, in birthing stories, male authority and masculine primacy are reasserted through the male determination of the competence of laboring bodies. These three authors have each shared and expounded in their articles the role that women played in the specific pursuit, as well as how they were perceived and treated by their male counterparts. Firstly, in Feinstein's article, she asserted that women's historical contribution to chemistry have been misclassified as alchemy or kitchen chemistry. According to her, the source of these divisions has been, historically, the tension between the theoretical and the applied, the study and the laboratory, the scholar and the popularizer, and the rightful domain of each, the university or industry, office or home, public or private spaces. Given this, Feinstein empathized the importance of transcending these divisions by expanding set boundaries Murdoch attempted to do in her classes then. Now, secondly, in Hampton's article, she discusses how the testimonies of two women who were closely observing and making sense of the reproductive frailties of the female body were regarded more as an act of storytelling rather than truth-telling. According to her, a lack of objective certainly repeatedly throw these narrator practitioners back upon a certain kind of storytelling, one that divorces itself from the artifice of pure inventiveness to implant itself in the intimacy of testimony. Such testimony is about more than bearing witness. Rather, these texts privilege the will to tell truthful tales. Lastly, in the article entitled Birthing Bodies in Early Modern France, Stories of Gender and Reproduction, Reed illustrate how men in the medical fields, like French physician Rabelais, shift the focus of narratives about giving birth from experience of women in labor to supposed importance of the role that they play in these events. According to Reed, Rabelais asks us to imagine the laboring, contracting, constricting woman's body as a text, literally, that he will inscribe, like the laboring and postpartum fathers who Rabelais so comically depicts in his birth stories. His message is most importantly about men and male authority. Reed illustrates that the patriarchy asserts their dominance and adjured importance even in events that solely be experienced by women. Given these accounts, it is evident that indeed the body is used to change the definition of one's identity and the classification of the work one produces. This is seen in how the identities, classifications, and merit of work produced differ if one is a man and if one is a woman. With this, I end my presentation, and thank you very much for listening. I hope you guys have a great day.